Welcome to English Learning from Scratch. In this lesson, we explore rising intonation. Rising intonation means your voice pitch goes up at the end of a sentence. This is the opposite of falling intonation, where your voice goes down. Rising intonation is very important in English because it changes the meaning of what you say. Listen carefully as we go through examples and learn when and how to use rising intonation correctly. Rising intonation is most commonly used in yes or no questions. These are questions that require a simple yes or no answer. When you ask a yes or no question, your voice must rise at the end. Let's look at some examples. Are you ready? Do you like coffee? Can you help me? Is this correct? Notice how each of these questions ends with a rising pitch. Your voice goes up on the last word or syllable. This rising pitch tells the listener that you are asking a question, not making a statement. There are different ways pitch can rise in a question. The most common is a gradual rise where the pitch slowly increases from the beginning to the end of the question. For example, are you coming? The pitch starts low and gradually goes higher. Another pattern is a sharp rise where the pitch stays flat for most of the sentence and then rises quickly at the very end. For example, really? The pitch jumps up suddenly at the end. Both patterns are correct. The key is that your pitch must be higher at the end than at the beginning. Rising intonation is also used for incomplete statements. These are statements that suggest more information is coming. When you use rising intonation on an incomplete statement, it tells the listener you have not finished speaking. For example, I was thinking ... You were thinking about something but you have not said what. Or you won't believe ... This tells the listener that you are about to share something surprising. The rising pitch signals that more information will follow. The problem is ... This introduces a problem, but you have not explained what the problem is yet. Let me explain ... This promises that you will give more details. In all these cases, the rising intonation is essential for proper communication. Now it is time to practice. I will say some questions and incomplete statements with rising intonation. Repeat after me and try to match the pitch pattern. First, the questions. Did you finish? Are we late? Will it rain? Now the incomplete statements. I don't know ... Maybe tomorrow ... Let's see ... Practice these sentences multiple times. Pay attention to how your pitch rises at the end. Record yourself and listen to the playback. Compare your voice to native English speakers. The more you practice, the more natural rising intonation will sound. The same sentence can have two different meanings depending on whether you use rising or falling intonation. This is very important to understand. For example, the sentence "you're coming" can be a question if you use rising intonation. You're coming, this means you are asking if the person is coming. But the same sentence is a statement if you use falling intonation. You're coming, this means you are telling the person that they are coming. Similarly, "this is yours" can be a question with rising pitch. This is yours. Or a statement with falling pitch. This is yours. The difference is entirely in the intonation, so be careful to use the correct pitch pattern for the meaning you want to express. Many learners make mistakes with rising intonation. Let's look at two common errors. The first mistake is using a flat voice with no pitch change at the end of a question. Some learners say, "Are you coming?" with the same pitch throughout the entire sentence. This does not sound like a question. You must rise at the end. The second common mistake is rising too early. For example, saying "are you coming" where the pitch goes up on the word "coming" too early instead of at the very end. The pitch should gradually rise and reach its highest point on the last syllable. Avoid these mistakes by practicing slowly and paying attention to where your pitch starts to rise. Let's review the main points about rising intonation. First, when to use it. Use rising intonation for yes or no questions. Use it for incomplete statements where more information is coming. Use it for building anticipation and keeping your listener engaged. Second, how to produce rising intonation. Your pitch must rise at the end of the sentence. The pitch change should be gradual and noticeable. The highest pitch should occur on the last word or syllable. Practice daily and your rising intonation will become natural. Listen to native speakers. Record yourself and compare. With consistent practice, you will master rising intonation. Congratulations on completing this lesson. Keep practicing, and your English pronunciation will improve significantly.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.